Hey, this is Matt. Once again, what about 10 videos of a paid request, this time from Tomas. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, PayPal is usually the best bet, or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And, a lot of times, like, I look at a movie that I'm going to talk about that's just going to give me a headache, and I do these. Great, helps with the thumbnail, but there's like a double whopper. Because I did that like because I don't want to hurt myself because this movie already did enough. This was one of the most useless movies I have seen in a long ass time. Useless. Okay, I'll give you it's different. Okay, it's different. Steinamarink is different as well, but that's a useless movie too. I hated this movie. I hated this movie. You know what? I'm gonna call it. I don't give a crap. I don't give a fuck. This is the worst movie I've seen this year. Bar none. This is the worst film I have ever... No. That's... Ever... I've seen way too many. I hated this film. This is the worst film of the year for me. It is. Because... I did appreciate this trying to do something different. But then you realize what a waste of time it was. There's some nice looking scenery. There's no dialogue, which makes it interesting. But then you realize you could just walk in the woods for 90 minutes and get more out of it. Just go outside and walk for 90 minutes. Go play with yourself for 90 minutes. Go fart in your bathroom for 90... Well, if you did that for 90 minutes, it'd be a world record. So you do that. I mean, if you do that, do that. At least you get something out of it. A world record, baby. Like, you could do anything for 90 minutes, and it'd be better. Because all this is 4 Sasquatch. 2 males, a female, and a kid. They eat, they mate, some die, they walk, the end. Did I miss anything? No. Let me repeat in case you missed it. They eat, they mate, they walk, some die, the end. And this was, I'm sitting here going, I felt like an asshole. Asshole. A butt munch. A food stick. And the reason I keep pausing because I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to talk about with this movie. But literally, it's these 4. One of them is Jesse Eisenberg. Fine. Whatever. Who cares? Really, throughout the film, it's them in the woods. They wander around. One will pick his nose and eat it. One will mate. One's on their 4s. The others... There are times they want more, and they do this, and she goes no. You realize because she's pregnant. The comedy is trying to be gross out. This feels like a troll job. I swear to God, this feels like a troll job from the director. Or writers. Both. The troll job is, I'm going to do this movie. And I wonder how many critics are going to kiss its ass. Oh my God, they actually praise this. Oh my God, we got this in the festivals. Like Sundance. Oh my God. And they're watching the Sasquatch find a road. And they're so scared of the road. They both piss on it. There's 2 of them. 2 of them piss on it. 2 of them take a dump on it. And one takes her nipples and spreads milk on it. That's the scene. They see a road. They see, oh my God, it's that far. Then they turn, oh my god, it's that far. Then they turn again, oh my god, it's that far. And then, piss, piss, what a relief it is. Dump, dump, where's the rump? Oh, here's the titties. Milk, 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 lemonade. Hershey Highway, night and day. And there you go. The rest of it, the female will scratch herself and sniff. I guess to show how far she is along. And the jokes are like she'll scratch and then make one male and the kid sniff her fingers. That's really what it is. Like, you scratch your ass and like, hey, sniff my fingers. Sniff my fingers. That was funnier in a scary movie. Where there's like, hey, what does your sister smells like? Hey, smell my finger. What is that? My ass. Like, even that was funnier than it was in this. One is sniffing a skunk and they enjoy the smell of the skunk. One eats, is tripping out, stares, and we're looking at Sasquatch ass and poontang. Up close, in focus, in 4K. So you want to see what a Sasquatch Woody Woodpecker looks like? I mean, it's about as big as this. I'm like, I kind of felt good. I'm like, I'm bigger than the Sasquatch. Big feet. I guess feet's the only thing that's big on these guys. You get to see balls. That's cool, I guess, to no one. Unless you really... Maybe this is for Sasquatch fetishes. Since this is... You have a Sasquatch fetish, then I guess this will be your boner pick of the week. Wasn't on my to-do list. Sorry, boners will not be allowed with me, upon me, looking at Sasquatch poontang ass and balls and penises. Wasn't on my to-do list. Was on my bucket list. I always saw a Sasquatch porn back in the day, because I reviewed it, and it was stupid. I forget what the hell it was called. It was that bad. So he gets horny and he wants to do something, and then this is not Jesse Eisenberg. This is the other, I guess, more alpha male, older male, and he'll eat this and freak out. Then he eats a mushroom, and he foams at the mouth. Then he pukes. Then he farts, and we get to see his balls. And he's so out of it. He sees a mountain lion. He walks toward it doing this. So, of course, later on, the other three find him. And this mountain lion, who's like the most likable character in the movie, because he's trying to kill all these. And you want him. I want them all to die. I won't speak for you. I'll speak for me. I want them all to die because I don't care. So the mountain lion was like the most likable one in the movie. I was rooting for the mountain lion, which thankfully is a real mountain lion. Thankfully, they didn't do like CGI. Again, that mountain lion was the most likable part of the movie. Like, I wanted to win. I wanted to win. And then for the rest of the plot, there ain't no damn plot. There ain't no crying in baseball. There ain't no plot in this movie. They bury it. They steer the road. They see some logs with like red X's, which is deforestation, logging. They find a cut down log. Jesse Eisenberg's character is a dumbass. He jumps on the log repeatedly, slips off, gets pinned down. The female and the kid can't get him out. He drowns. Yes, I'm spoiling it. I thought I said spoilers. Maybe I didn't, so sorry. Spoilers. They find a tent. They stuff Cheetos in their mouth. They listen to music. A tear goes down the female's face. And then she goes crazy. I don't know if it's supposed to be she recognizes the words, and the words about ugliness and hating you. And yeah, I don't know if she recognize. Well, how would she recognize the words? She wouldn't know the words. There'd be no way she would know the words. So I guess, like, they're standing there entranced by the music. A tear goes down her eye, and then she wrecks it. I have no idea why. I mean, there'd be no way she would recognize the words, so what other meaning is there for her wrecking it? She was so glad about it. She was, like, stunned as well as the kid. A tear goes, so it makes her feel, but I guess that makes her confused or something. I don't know. And if you even think that's going to lead to anything else, no. She just smashes it, gives birth, where it just plops out, bites the umbilical cord. There's a mountain lion, throws the placenta at it. They wander around. They go into town. They see something. Then it's revealed there is like a Bigfoot shop, collection shop. They're standing in front of it, and then the movie ends. So even if you gave an iota of crap and you're wondering, well, what happens next? Do they get found out? How do they repopulate the species? Like, do they find others of their own? The mom's not going to try to go for the kid, is she? Like, so even if you're at all intrigued, it gives you nothing. It just gives you a blue balls ending anyway. Even if you're into the proceedings, it just blue balls you because you're like, well, what happens? Do they get found out? Do they get caught? Do they just walk off? There's no interactions between them and humans. Like I said, so it doesn't leave you with anything. So you sit there and go, what the hell was the point of this? This was boring. It was useless. It was pointless. The makeup, at times the makeup, like you could tell, like little. There's times I look at their forehead. I'm like, that looks like they just plaster something on the forehead. Like some of the makeup is all right, but then sometimes like you could tell where one ends and where one begins. I mean, I definitely would say I prefer Harry and the Hendersons in terms of design and look. But you know, yeah, Rick Baker. There's some nice looking scenery. That's the only positive I could give. You can't say anything about the characters. You can't say anything about the situations. Nothing. I can't say nothing happens as I explained for almost 50 minutes stuff happening. But the only thing I just... like people say, if critics say this is funny, I would go... So it's one of those things where... I'm sorry, I got a message. I probably got a message from Sasquatch telling me to stop making fun of them. But sorry, maybe it was the director saying, "Stop making fun of my movie." It's barely a movie. I mean, there's stuff that moves. There's moving pictures. But I mean, I guess comedy. Maybe you could maybe laugh at some of the physical comedy. There's one where the child finds a turtle and it bites his lip, and very over the top, like the tongue. I should say the tongue goes out so much, and they're trying to get the turtle off the tongue. And the closest I got to a chuckle, the closest, was after they get the turtle off. They talk to the turtle like this, like it's a phone. And then you give the turtle to another one, and you hear like the turtle speak as well. And then he just throws the turtle. And I'm like, okay, that was maybe the closest I got to, like, I want the closest. But a lot of it's just like, okay, I did it. They're horny, they mate, they take a dump, they pit their nose, they eat it, they scratch themselves, they sniff it. The bottom of the barrel juvenile type of humor that I guess if you're gun ho about that stuff, maybe you'll enjoy it. I'm not. That's my least favorite type of humor is the fart jokes or the dump of piss. So there's an audience for everything. This is like a 5.8 or something I need to be, maybe, whatever. It ain't for me, obviously. Like I said, I still think this is a troll job. That the director did all this, the writers did all this, and going, I wonder if these trailers will actually like this. Oh my god, they are. If it was that, I would give it more respect. Baz is like, that's all I could talk about. That's all that happens in the movie. So again, when you watch a film that I have no reason to care about anybody, I barely get almost one laugh. There's not really an ending, it just stops. You kind of feel like, what was the whole point of all this? Is it leading to something? Not really. I don't think it's as heartfelt as maybe the movie thinks it is. Even if it's trying to, it's negated by so many constant attack of the senses of almost every body fluid. The only thing that wasn't was jizz. I'm surprised that wasn't in this. I am absolutely surprised that you don't see that. Do you see every other... Well, I guess you don't see blood. Well, yeah, you do. Just when it's ripping the guts out of the dead one, you do see blood. So yeah. So yeah, that's the only bodily fluid you don't see. Did you see everything else? Hey, if you enjoy it, be my guest, man. This ain't for me. This is the worst film I've seen this year. This is barely a film. You would see Madam Web? That's an awful movie, but I had stuff to talk about. It's an awful film. But at least as it's going, I'm like, well, okay, that's a really stupid plot, and that's really dumb, and that was like so bad, it's almost laughable, and there's stuff. It's like skin 'em a rink. What the hell do you talk about? So, as much as I say some of those films are bad, I don't know if I use the term useless, pointless. They had a point and they did it badly, but this was just pointless. That's just me, though. So with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.